Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start this video off with Mr. Olympia Hadi Choopan. Now with Hadi, we never really know if an update is recent or not. Judging off of this, Hadi looks to be in great condition. I would say this was probably closer to the Mr. Olympia, but then again, Hadi is in great condition year round. He looks incredible here. Now, what does Hadi Choopan need to do to retain the Mr. Olympia title? I don't think Hadi can add too much more size, at least in the upper body, because he doesn't want to blow out the midsection or look blocky. He could add a little bit more size to the legs. Some people think that Hadi Choopan had better legs in 2019. Hadi could bring up the shoulders and the arms, but he's in his mid-30s, so at this point, that's probably just a genetic weak point, but if he can bring them up, it would be a great look for Hadi. But compared to Derek, Lunsford, and Nick Walker, Hadi has the edge over Derek because he has that crazy muscle maturity in the upper body, and we're not sure when Derek is going to get that. Hadi beats Nick Walker because he's in better condition, also has better shape. So I can see Hadi Choopan beating those guys for the next couple of years because Nick Walker can't really fix his shape, and we're not sure when Derek is going to get detail in his upper body, just in my personal opinion. And in the next update of the day, this news is courtesy of Buys and Tries over on Instagram. Chad Nichols, the coach of Big Ramy and William Bonac, spoke out. "We don't talk, we work, and it's time for Big Ramy and me to go back to work. See you in Columbus, and you already know it's going to be cold." Now, I think Big Ramy can have a great showing at this 2023 Arnold Classic. A lot of people are really writing Ramy off. Ramy has weak triceps, weak lower lats, and also has the indents in his quads. But if you look back to 2020 and 2021, Ramy had these same issues. I believe they were more glaring because Ramy was very conditioned and also flat. If he comes in a little bit more full and can hide some of these weaknesses, I think Ramy can have a great showing. And people have to realize that we just saw the worst Ramy of all time, and he was still the 5th best bodybuilder on the planet. The worst version we've ever seen of Ramy still beat Samson Dauda at the Mr. Olympia. If Ramy is even a touch better at this Arnold Classic, I don't see him placing outside of that top 2. And in the next update of the day, we have some recent training footage from Derek Lunsford, the 2nd best bodybuilder on the planet right now. And this is the guy that everyone still wants to see in their 2023 Arnold Classic lineup. And Derek actually spoke out about this. I believe it was on Honey Rambo's podcast. Derek said he has a great chance of winning that show. It would be a lot of money. But he said, "Why am I doing this?" Because he wants to be Mr. Olympia. Derek isn't sure if he's going to make as many improvements as he did this past year going into the 2023 Mr. Olympia. So Derek is going to take, I believe he said, 2 months off as a health phase and then go into an off season and focus on becoming Mr. Olympia. And as I've said to you guys numerous times, Derek is only one spot away from being Mr. Olympia. I can understand him solely focusing on that title. And next, we're going to talk about a guy that actually is prepping for that 2023 Arnold Classic, and that's Samson Dauda, who is the 6th best bodybuilder on the planet right now. Samson is already in better condition now than he was at the 2022 Olympia. Once again, backstage conditions were terrible. Those guys were backstage for a very long time. I expect we're going to see a very different version of Samson come this 2023 Arnold Classic. Now, I was watching a video Tominator recently put out. Pretty sure all of you guys watch his channel. If you don't, definitely go drop a subscription. But he said that Samson appears to have the same thick skin as Akeem Williams. Just genetically, they may not ever be able to showcase the same amount of detail as a Sean Ray or a Phil Heath, who had very see-through skin. Now, the next guy we're going to talk about is William Bonac, the Conqueror. Now, you guys just seen how different Samson looks, already in better condition than the Mr. Olympia. I suspect William Bonac is also going to look incredible at this Arnold Classic. Now, right now, I haven't put out my predictions, but I see it as Nick Walker winning and Big Ramy in 2nd. As of now, William Bonac is one of the only guys I can see truly mixing up their 2nd place spot. I don't think anyone is going to touch Nick Walker. But Bonac is looking pretty good going into this show. I think a lot of people are really counting him out. But then again, if Bonac does not capitalize at this show, it isn't going to look very good for him. But I am rooting for Team Chad Nichols going into this 2023 Arnold Classic. And switching over to Classic Physique, we have a recent update from Ramon Dino at about 6 weeks out from the 2023 Arnold Classic. And when I see shots like this, I'm like, outside of Chris Bumstead, Ramon Dino is untouchable. This guy has incredible genetics. And I will admit, I'm one of the main guys that knocks Ramon for his posing. I'm a big posing critic. But if Ramon could pose like Terrence Ruffin or Kalasinski, those guys would not be able to touch him. Going into the Mr. Olympia, I said, what does Terrence Ruffin have over Ramon outside of superior posing? Now, I did want to talk about this for 1 second and not to pick on Ramon. I honestly believe that no one should hit this twisting back double next to Chris Bumstead. Chris probably has the greatest twisting back double of all time. Ramon has a pretty good one too, but when anyone sees Chris hit this shot, just go ahead and pick another one. But let's wrap up this video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below who is this bodybuilder. And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. I apologize for covering some of these updates a little bit late. I'm only working with 8 fingers right now. Got into a little incident this past weekend, but the doctors were able to stitch me up. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.